There's a vastness here, and I believe that the people who are born here breathe that vastness into their soul. They dream big dreams and think big thoughts because there is nothing to hem them in.
Look terrible. That was fun, man.
West Texas is vast, man. It's vast, it's desolate, and it can be dangerous. I can't think of a better place to have a motorcycle adventure, can you? What's going on, guys? I am in the small West Texas town of Alpine, where I started the Big Bend BDRX a week ago. And I just got back here to Alpine to the hotel, finished up our route, and getting ready to pack up and get a good night's sleep and head home back to Colorado in the morning. When we left Colorado, it was about 15 to 20 degrees, and we headed down south here to West Texas, hoping for some warmer climates and some good riding weather, right? But at first, that was not to be had. It was pretty darn chilly when we got here to Alpine in West Texas, and we were pretty surprised, actually. We thought it'd be a lot warmer than it actually was. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, but in the end, it ended up being pretty good for us. So this is basically the story of our trip for our 6-day adventure through West Texas, basically for most of the time following the U.S.-Mexico border through the Pecos River Valley. So we got here about a week ago. We got here in the evening, settled into the hotel, got our stuff packed up and all that stuff, getting ready to go on our trip in the morning. So we started on Friday morning here in Alpine, and when we woke up in the morning, it was about 28 degrees, and we did not have the gear for that. So we basically, we waited till about noon, where the temperature had gotten to a balmy 45 degrees, and we headed out to a town called Terlingua. We didn't have a whole lot scheduled for that first day, so it worked out pretty well for us. So we left here and we headed out towards Terlingua Ranch, where we were staying for our first night. And we stopped at a little place off on the side called Elephant Mountain or something to get a little bit of dirt riding in, get our feet wet a little bit, get kind of warmed up. But it was so cold that we shortly kind of abandoned that and just headed out to Terlingua Ranch, where we were going to spend our first night. So we just pulled into Terlingua Ranch. It was about 75, 80 miles we've done so far today, and it hasn't gotten above 45 degrees. It's been cold and not enjoyable at all. It was all highway miles too. So yeah, we just got to the ranch, and it is a kind of a cool little desert oasis out here. We're staying the night here and then headed out in the morning. Hopefully we're gonna get some better weather. So on that second day, we got up, it was still pretty chilly here. We got up and packed up, headed out around 10 o'clock. It was still about 45 degrees. It is about 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's about 45 degrees out. So we headed out into Big Bend National Park, and we got onto Old Ore Road. So Gene here took a detour, went from his bike to the ground at about 40 miles an hour. It was quite the spill. The first of the trip.
Yep. Someone had to do it.
Somebody had to do it.
The visitor center. Come on, you got it.
All right.
You all right? Are you hurt? Just embarrassed? Are you okay, Gene? Okay. Huh. Well, congrats, you're the first.
That was a hard hit.
No. Oh, did you hit your head? Were you on the gas or were you braking?
I was trying to get on the gas. Once I saw that, I got myself in trouble.
Yeah. I'm assuming you walked all the way back here because you can't turn your bike around because you can't touch the ground. That's funny.
I didn't realize how far I was.
Oh, it's just to us tall people. That's funny, you little folks.
Now, Old Ore Road was pretty good riding. It was long, and it was basically you know, it was a road with lots and lots of rock in it, but it went pretty well.
Old Ore Road.
Old Oro.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna go ride it. Gracias. Bye.
So Old Ore Road is about 28-30 miles, and it's just rocky, up, down, turns, left, right, all this stuff for the whole time. It was really, it was a good ride. It wasn't super difficult, but it was challenging for sure, and it's a non-stop. You can't really just relax because you never know what you're going to come across. But we got through that, and then we got back on the road towards our destination for that third night, which was at Lajitas Golf Course. So we were staying at Lajitas Golf Course for 2 nights because what we wanted to do was have some time to go back into Big Bend the following day, do River Road, do Black Gap, all that other stuff, and then come back, spend the night, and continue on the Big Bend backcountry discovery route, which is basically what we were following this whole 6 days out on the road. So anyway, we got done with Old Ore Road, went towards Lajitas, but before you get to Lajitas, there's a little town called Terlingua. Terlingua is it's kind of a funny thing to find out in the middle of West Texas. It was a very eclectic cowboy hippie town, right? And talking to some of the locals, the way it came about was back in the late 60s, early 70s, when Austin, which is obviously the more liberal town in Texas, started to get a little bit overpopulated, overrun a little bit. Some of the originals from Austin, they packed up and they moved out here to West Texas, to the little town of Terlingua. And they are still here today, and you know, their offspring and all that other stuff. So this is Terlingua's kind of the place, if you're an eclectic hippie cowboy, to go and hang out. We had dinner at the Starlight Lounge, which back in the old days, they called it the Starlight because it didn't have a roof on it. but people would still gather there, have dinner and all that other stuff. So they put a roof on it many years ago, sometime in the 90s, I think it was. But they have all the local musicians and stuff like that play there in the evenings. It was a really great time. They have really good food there, and we had a really great time in Terlingua. Dinner, we got back on the road. It was about another 13 miles, I guess, to the Lajitas Golf Course Resort where we stayed. Lajitas Golf Course Resort is really super cool. It is a resort, you know, and it is a golf resort. We weren't there to golf, but it was still a really nice place to hang out. Let's see, what did we do? We basically checked in, spent the night there, and then the following morning we got up, went back into Big Bend National Park, where we rode River Road and Black Gap. So River Road in total is somewhere around maybe 50 miles, right? We did the more the expert or the harder section, which is Black Gap Road off of River Road. That was really cool. There were a couple of neat obstacles that we had to maneuver through on that. There were some pretty steep and loose downhill sections, and then of course there's the gap, where the shelf that everybody has probably seen, where there's a bunch of rocks stacked up there now, where you just basically drive up it. It wasn't too terribly difficult. It did look intimidating from the start point, but once we got up it really wasn't all that bad. So we maneuvered over that. And then a little while later, we came to those kind of steep, rocky downhills. Those were a lot of fun. There were three kind of sandy, silty, deep sand sections that kind of just came out of nowhere. You know, you're hauling ass along this 2-track road, and then boom, there's some really super deep sand there. Had a little bit of trouble there, had a little trouble here and there, but overall it wasn't too bad. We made it through it, got through River Road, and then got back on the pavement and took a really scenic route back to Lajitas.
This is certainly interesting. Finding water in the desert. Nicely done. Come on, man, think. It's all about the shot. If it's not on video, it didn't happen.
I think this is the section I think a lot of people are in the video. I think.
Yeah. So we got off of Black Gap Road just a ways back, and we are now on River Road. And River Road is, supposedly has some sand sections on it, but a lot of it is just like this and washboardy. From what I've heard, haven't ridden it yet, but I know there's some deep sand sections. Looking forward to those. Everybody loves riding sand, right? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that look pretty bad?
Fucking look terrible. I thought the bike landed on you. But
What am I saying? Like, as soon as I get into a rut, that happens.
for posterity purposes,
Video?
I did not. I don't know, is it blinking?
Yep.
It is? Yep. Then yes.
Welcome to the party.
Oh goodness.
Oh, boy, dude, what's going on with these ruts, man? Well, I don't know. Like, every time I get in a rut, it is a little deep here. Like,
Well, you didn't slow down at all. You were just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I think,
This is soft, man. Look at it sticks in my
yeah, this is silt. This ain't sand. I think you were going so fast there was no way to keep the front end up. Couldn't go any faster. Well, I mean, could have, but. That was fun, man.
It's a mighty fine riding you all get there.
That was fucking fun. Holy shit.
We were well in sync to it. It was just like all the same speed. It's like whoop and around again. It's nice.
Oh.
That's pretty great. Except for that freaking Bronco that came out of nowhere. Yeah.
So I had both brakes locked. Well, this one was ABSing, and I was like, well, I'm going to hit the Bronco or I'm going to hit Gene, or I just try to split the needle there, thread the needle, which.
And I kind of figured as much. Some degree, that's why I slowed down and kind of. There's a gap for you if you need it.
Dude, he like, that's not his fault, but I did not see that guy coming.
Right inside the hill, right?
That was just one of the worst spots that could have happened.
Oh, I mean, we were coming up, we were both cresting a hill, around a corner. It was crazy.
So the next morning, now the weather was starting to get a little bit better. So we got up in the morning in Lajitas and we made our way towards Presidio. In Presidio, we stayed in a place called the Riata Inn. Presidio is literally on the U.S.-Mexican border. There's not a whole lot to do there. The Riata Inn was really nice. It was very typical for the area, but the border and the border checkpoint right there, kind of checked that out a little bit. Wasn't a whole lot to do in Riata, so we didn't do a whole lot really. Found a Mexican restaurant. Unfortunately, no margaritas. They didn't have a liquor license, but we did have some good dinner. Went back to the hotel, called it a night. The following morning, got up, had some breakfast and some coffee, and we made our way towards Van Horn on the fourth leg of the Big Bend BDRX.
All right, so today is our 5th day on this trip. A little bit ago, we left Presidio, Texas, down here on the border, and we are heading kind of northwest, following the American-Mexican border, headed towards Van Horn. Got about 50 miles of this pavement, and then about the same amount of dirt. And expecting to see Godzilla Hill today, which should be pretty fun. And then heard it's pretty sandy out here, so we haven't really ridden a whole lot of sand just yet, so this should be a little bit of a challenge, maybe a little fun, maybe not, I don't know. But we're up for it.
We headed towards this little town of Candelaria, and it's about 50 miles of fantastic pavement that basically parallels the Rio Bravo River, which is on the Mexican-American border. So for 50 miles of pavement, we rode along the border. It's twisty, up and down, lots of elevation changes along the Pecos River Valley. It was beautiful, right? We get to Candelaria, and after you get to Candelaria, that's where the pavement ends. So then, after a short trip on just a regular dirt road, we got into an area known as Godzilla Hill. Now, the climb to Godzilla Hill is not bad, but once we got there, then you get to the top, and the reason it's called Godzilla Hill is once you get to the top, you can see a rock formation that kind of resembles Godzilla.
If you start to slide, just let off the brake and go fast. It's literally straight. Let me set up a camera here, and then I'll set one up at the bottom. One side might be a little bit bigger there, I don't know, but I felt like I was going too slow. Yeah. I let the brakes halfway down. I just let it go. It's not bad. That is for sure. If you don't like the desert, it probably wouldn't be the place for you. I'm a desert fan, so I really like it out here. It's hot as balls, I'll tell you that much. It's only 82 on the dash there, but when you stop and that sun, you can see there's not a cloud in the sky. So there is no reprieve from the sun. Don't come out here without sunscreen.
So from that point on, it was about 20 miles of deep sand. Now, it wasn't 20 continuous miles of sand, but it was 20 miles of consistent pockets of deep sand. And when it wasn't deep sand, it was just kind of medium sand, right? So, man, it was a struggle. It was definitely took some concentration. If you're not a fan of riding sand, this is not the place that you're going to have your most fun on this BDRX.
gets a little worse up around the corner. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. This is we're out after this. Yeah. No.
Honestly, I think you have the right idea. The terrain is actually better down there.
Yeah.
Did you guys go left or right side from here?
Left. We went left.
Okay.
Renee went right, and then he turned around, and we're like, oh.
Oh, you made a good turn. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if either one is better.
Came up with me so quick.
It doesn't matter. You went down here, not over there, so.
Maybe it's a wrong track. Yeah, I tried to stay to the left because that looked a little more packed.
Yeah.
Then it like bounced me to the right, to the left, and then just pointed right downhill. I didn't drop it. I just like stopped facing down though.
Very cool. So much for what we thought that we were out of the hard stuff, huh? It was nice for a while.
It was.
I would surely love a different set of tires, that's for sure. Yeah. Surprise! Another one bites the dust. What? I can't hear you. Oh yeah. It's pretty deep. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll follow you. Okay, I think that was the end of the sand. Well, the 5'2" girl weighs about 125 pounds on the 1250 GS. Is crushing it.
Wasn't pretty, but it worked.
Yeah? I like seat of your pants. be back. Got it? I got you. You can stay on the peg if you want. I got it. Slowly through. All right, so day 6 begins now. We're in Van Horn, Texas on our last day of this 6-day adventure. We had 5 good, solid, hard dirt days, and this one's kind of a treat. We're just gonna be on pavement all day long, go from here to the Prada store and get ourselves some Gucci stuff, into Marfa, and then back to Alpine, where we'll get up in the morning and make our way back to Colorado. Started out in 37 degree weather, and we're ending up in 85 degree weather over 6 days, so pretty crazy. All right, leaving Van Horn on our way to Marfa along the BDR here. It's been a great 5 days of riding so far. This is day 6. A little bit of a treat. No dirt today. I don't know if it's a treat or not, but the last 6 days have been a lot of dirt, so or the last 5 days. So I'm definitely ready for a nice relaxing highway cruise day.
From Van Horn, we went toward Marfa, where we came by the Prada store. That's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. That was kind of cool. Hung out there for a little bit, took some pictures, put some stickers on the wall or on the fence posts, yada yada yada, and that was pretty cool. And then after that, we made our way towards the McDonald Observatory, and that was actually a really neat place. It's ran by the University of Texas. And one of the things they have there, they have a couple of different telescopes. One of them was used in the 1960s when Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. He placed a reflective kind of mirror kind of thing on the moon, where they used this 107-inch telescope to shoot a laser beam toward the moon, and then obviously refracted back to the Earth, and they were able to distinguish exactly down to the second how far away the moon is from the Earth.
Want to swap bikes for a minute?
What's that?
Want to swap bikes for a minute?
Swap bikes?
What?
Swap bikes? Yeah.
Oh, nice out here.
It's really nice.
You have a quad log or no?
Oh, what? No, I just got my GPS.
I'll just leave it on.
Okay. Yeah, I think, well, we should be able, we'll find the observatory, no problem.
Well, they'll wait for us.
Yeah. Just a bike, man. I can't think of anything. Cruise control?
I'm not going to use that.
No? Okay.
Not on this.
Sounds good.
McDonald Observatory is at about 6,500 feet. So coming from, you know, a much lower elevation, 85 degrees, 90 degrees, getting up there, it was really pleasant up there for sure. And when you leave there headed towards Marfa, it's a very windy, canyony kind of road, lots of fun to ride. Took that all the way to Marfa, had some coffee and some lunch, and then headed back to the hotel here, which is where we finished up our loop 6 days after we began. And then, so right now we're gonna load up the trailer, get some dinner, call it a night, and then get up early in the morning and head back to Colorado. So all in all, I will say that if you have ridden the Big Bend BDR, or if you plan to ride the Big Bend BDR, anybody who completes this BDR has accomplished quite a feat. It is not easy. It's probably one of the more difficult ones I've done, just because it is so desolate and so far out of reach from any sort of services or anything like that. But yeah, it was really cool. But if you're adverse to being out in the middle of nowhere and being self-reliant, I would say this is probably not the ride for you. But we had a great time, and glad we did it. It worked out very well. And, you know, one more BDR down in the book. So, yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. That's all I got for this one. If you liked it, please give me a great big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ring that notification bell so you get notified anytime I put any new content. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you out on the road.